Hello everyone again, it's another week, another live stream, another league race. How are we doing today? I hope the mic's working again. Today we're at Snetterton. Round 4 of the 6 rounds of this championship. Last week was a pretty good round. I managed to win both races. Really enjoyed that reverse grid race. Came from the back and had a good fight to get to the front, although there were quite a few positions luckily given to me with other cars having their own issues. Be interesting to see how it goes today. Today we have a longer track, we have less laps, and we have a bigger turnout. I think we have over we have 20 or 21 people here so far. It's a bit more than last week, so that's good. And yeah, so shortly I'm going to do a few practice laps. We've got about 11 minutes until qualifying. Hey David. How are you doing?
Anyone notice that if you hit the wall at the last turn, you get stuck?
I did want to try a couple setup changes, but I don't really have the time. Should be okay.
The tip would be don't hit it.
Right, let's hop on board with somebody.
There's actually 2 different spots where you get stuck.
No.
Someone who's about to start a lap. I guess I'll just get out there. Right, let's drive. Actually, I should probably put some less fuel in. Prepare for qualifying. There, that'll do. And I'm going to leave everything else as is for now. Probably bring that back again. So there's still a couple people I'm waiting that should be joining the server. We should have a fairly decently sized field tonight. Oh, you've got your coffee already?
150 on.
That's good. Hopefully you'll have a good morning today.
That's it, I'll call it a night now, Brian.
And have a nice Sunday. Oh, someone's already met the wall. It's not too friendly, I hear. We got the old spooky tree out there on the outer side of the track. This version of the track is not quite as accurate as the one on ACC, but it does the job. I think it does a fairly decent job at representing the Snetterton circuit. It does miss a few details, like the concrete on the outside of some curbs. But overall, it looks like Snetterton. And there's Madretsky, my main competitor at the moment in the championship. This is probably one of the more difficult corners on the track to get right. Thanks, David. Yeah, I'm hoping, obviously, to have a clean first corner, hopefully have a decent qualifying, and have a nice smooth first race, as smooth as it can be, and then reverse grid is when all the chaos will happen. In general, this should be a decent track for racing. I mean, there's not too many tight chicanes, but however, the second corner is a hairpin, so I'm a little bit nervous for that. I'm scared people are going to take each other out there. Oh, a little bit hot into the final corner. So here we go, starting the lap. Let's see what I can do. Hopefully the lag will keep away. I'm not sure how bad it'll be today. So first corner is a fast corner. I'm going to brake between the 100 and the 50 meter board. Get an accelerator quite early to the front, pull me around. Brake after the 100 meter board quite hard. Trail just a little bit on the brakes. Locking up quite frequently because it's quite hard not to do in this car in this game. We'll keep quite close to the inside here. In real life there's a bit of concrete on the outside of this curb, but we can't run out too wide in this version of the track. We can go quite deep into this corner. It's not the ideal way to take it, but the idea is to take a late apex on that one. Cutting over the grass just about. Carry as much speed through there as possible. And we're going to keep tight to this curb. I've gone too deep in. And this one's kind of about guessing, because there's no real strong reference points. That wasn't too bad. And then the final sector with a couple of tricky turning and braking zones. See if I can get it right. Probably pinching the brake, no, not quite. Tuck it around. I've probably gone a little bit deep in there and got myself on the grass, which is not ideal. Keeping it on the track again. And now to the final couple corners. The coast, let the car come back in. And touching the brake, try not lock up, I do. And then I fail the final corner by going on the grass and invalidate the lap. So that's what you don't want to do. And it's probably the hardest corner to get right on this track is the final corner. Because you can hop the inside curb with this car, but there's no concrete on the outside of the curb. So you got no grip out there.
Alright.
I've gone a little bit too narrow this time around on the first corner.
Over.
Sorry to disappoint.
Oh, I
I
braked
for one excited.
too early in this lap. Okay, I've already lost a lot of time. Oh, good luck for your race on Thursday.
Good time cover.
It's definitely one of the harder of the British tracks on ACC. It seems easy, but I don't know, just the bumpiness of the curbs on ACC makes it a bit difficult. That's it. Oh, actually no, I went a bit wide. Yeah, it is a tricky track. It can be fun though. What car are you going to be driving here? Need to get my line a bit straighter through there. Bit of a later turn point. I'm cutting too much of the curve now. Right, let's go again. Oh, I've cut it a bit early again, damn it. I've lost some time, damn it. Nah, I've thrown the lap away now. Back to the pits. Yeah, the Ferrari. So that's the car that I did the lap guide here, as far as I remember. I think it was. The curbs did like to toss it around. I'm not sure if you got a setup on it. I ran it on the default, and I just remember how the curbs like to throw the car around. But as long as you're aware of where the curbs are nasty and you try to avoid the spinning spots and going on the grass, then it should be okay. It was quite a strong car there. It does good lap times. I think I tried a couple other cars, but I was most comfortable in the Ferrari in terms of getting up to speed in the lap times. What did I want to change? I think I was fine. I just need to sort out my driving. Cutting a couple curbs and entering corners a little bit too early in a few areas. So I assume they're just going to let the session run to the end of practice, well, the time at the top of the screen, so we've got about 5 minutes to go. And then after this week, I've got 2 more rounds of this. So the next one will be Silverstone, and the final round should be Brands Hatch. Both of them are already default tracks in AC in this game, so they should be pretty accurate. Right, well, yeah, one of the bigger things is getting the tyre pressures right. So, it's good to see that you're onto that. Other than that, you don't... If you're still starting off, you're still fairly new, don't focus heavily on setup. Get yourself comfortable with the car, and then as you progress, then there's plenty of tips and setup charts and things like that around, which will help you fine-tune the car. I've been having a hard time trying to set up this car because I'm absolutely clueless when it comes to front wheel setups. And it seems like some things are opposite to rear wheel drive and then some things are the same. Just trying to get my head wrapped around it all. And these cars don't seem very sensitive to setup changes as well, so it makes it even harder to detect whether something's actually helping or not. Last year. This year feels almost a little bit like last year at the moment. This COVID thing doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. What is my foul? What do you mean by that? You got your trail braking nailed, so that's a big part of getting lap time in race cars, so it's good to hear that you've got yourself into that. It's a good habit to get into. Not my best lap, but getting there. Yep, some cars are more sensitive to trail braking than others. Some cars don't really like it too much, but you'll feel that as you drive, how much you need to do. Okay, I'm getting this corner a little bit funky at the moment, so that's my biggest corner I need to work on. Biggest mistake corner at the moment. Possibly followed by that one in the last corner. My field of view, I believe it's set to 38. It's the same as ACC. That was decent. That wasn't. Oh no, and I've butchered the last corner. And just like that, basically 3/10 are gone. Okay, more like 2. Okay, we are in overtime in practice, so we'll be jumping forward to qualifying now, and we'll get into the races. Yeah, exactly, David. With the weight transfer, as soon as you start understanding what the car is doing, then you can make your adjustments and your driving style according to what the car can and cannot do to benefit your lap times and the tyre wear and so on. And generally, the more rearward you put the brake bias, the more it's going to rotate on the brakes. However, I'm having a bit of a strange time learning brake bias in these front-wheel drive cars because it seems like the more forward I put it, the better braking effect I get.
Rightio, chaps.
Right, I'm going to wait a few seconds because I'm at the back of the pit lane again. Let everybody get out of the way.
Don't.
So I'm not in
Why did
a
everybody
pack of
just
people.
disappear off the grid? Oh, there we go. We don't have anyone new joining us this week, so we don't need to go the whole way through the yellow flag procedure. Safety car speed tonight will be 80 kph. The start zone is along the start stretch after the pit lane entry. The Armco barrier turns into a concrete wall along the pit lane. That's the beginning of the acceleration zone, and the start finish line is the end. So anywhere in that zone from the point where the Armco becomes a concrete wall through to the start finish line is the start zone. Track limits is 2 wheels at all times, no exceptions. And yeah, to 13 lap races. Yeah, 13 lap races.
13 lap
Should be about
races.
roughly 25 minutes apiece.
My eyes are starting to burn a
And
little
I
bit.
can't think of anything else. Anyone want to add anything or ask any questions, etc.?
Oh, what did I just press?
Remember, you got push to talk if you are trying to ask a question and forget about push to talk button.
I have played with the diff a little bit. Just wanted...
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Right there, mate.
No.
Yeah, I've changed the diff a little bit. Seems to have helped.
Hey guys, I'm not going to be sitting live spectating tonight, so Jem or other senior members will have the ability to take control of the sessions if need be. I'll still be on my computer, so just flick me a message if something pops up and I need to jump on.
Right.
Right.
Qualifying time?
Right, I'll restart the session for quali, and good luck.
Sweet, so I'm going to wait about
Evening, guys.
20 to 30 seconds.
Pillars.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I just started, whoever joined.
I don't really want to be stuck in the pack with everybody, so I sort of want to let them go, but it seems like everybody's doing the same thing at the moment. Can I give a link to the BTCC pack?
Isn't Hum racing tonight?
I will quickly find it for you.
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
How we going, mate?
Yeah, good Shano, good luck, mate.
And my
Cheers,
computer
mate.
is frozen.
You too.
Thanks.
Well, that's just great. Car pack, there we go. That is the that's the download link if you want to use it. I'm going to go qualify. If you want to find any of the other downloads, you'll be able to find them if you go into the description onto the OZNZ website. You'll be able to find the Assetto Corsa section there, and they'll have downloads for everything we're using here tonight and the rest of the season. Like the tracks and the cars. Alright, so I want to create myself a little bit more of a gap. I've got quite a massive gap behind me, so I can use a bit of it. I'll somehow mess this up. So the lap time I'm aiming for tonight is mid to low 156s. That's my goal at least. That's where I managed to get in practice. I nearly got a 56 flat in practice. I don't think I'll get that though. So it looks like we may have 21 drivers tonight. That's a bit of a step up from last week, so that's good to see. Looks like they're backing up just a little bit. And if anyone wants to join this series or any of the OZNZ leagues, then feel free to join their website. You'll be able to find an area you can sign up. Preferably if you're in the Oz or NZ region, so you have good ping. Right, let's try pop a lap in. Ah, buggered it. Yeah. Funny thing is, I haven't even done that in practice.
You go by, Brian.
It's not exactly a great start to the session. Gonna have to create myself a little bit more space. I've only got just under 6 minutes remaining, so I've got to focus a little bit here. I'm gonna have to create myself a little bit more space. Or am I going to be let through here? Okay, hopefully I can actually do a lap next time around. Oh, I have got myself enough space here. Okay, let's go. Hey JR. I made the corner this time, although I'm catching the car in front of me really quickly. Ouch, I did not get that corner too well at all. Or that one. I've caught this car a lot. This makes me a bit nervous. I hope I'm not going to catch him before the final corner. Oh, I've caught him. No. I can't ruin his lap. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to back out. Oh, you know what? I may as well stay out. I'm just gonna have to create myself some room. That's annoying. That was my lap. Thanks, I'm alright, JR. And how are you? I'm gonna have to make a lot of room. My tyres will probably be a bit messed now. Right, attempt number 3. This will be my second to last attempt. Oh no. That was a disgusting corner. I'm down now. Oh, this is a much worse lap than last time. Oh, I can validate, really? Oh, I'm not having a good run tonight. I've only got one attempt left. Oh, I'm really not giving myself an easy job now. Oh, man. Corona is back and forth here in New Zealand at the moment, Harry. It's... I'm not actually sure if we have 0 cases at the moment, but we get rid of it. Sometimes the old one comes back in. And then we get rid of it again, and then another one comes back, so it's not too bad yet, though.
Right.
Right, do I have enough space? I might do. Funny race day for you. What's the race today? Do I have fuel? I hope I've got enough fuel to do a lap. If I don't, then I'm starting from the back. Right, final attempt. Just gonna have to do with what I got. I've got a feeling I don't have enough fuel. We'll see. It's funny, I'm starting to do all the things I don't do in practice right now. Ouch, that was a nasty corner, that one. You're doing the NSX at Zelda. And good luck for your races, JR. Oh, lag's the last thing I need right now. No, don't go wide. Oh, I've missed the last corner. If I'd gone wide, I would have invalidated the lap. It may be good enough. Yeah, actually, I think it will. Nice, nice, nice. I was getting a little bit nervous there.
Didn't everyone qualify?
Still going.
Gosh, that was a bit of an awful performance from me. I was lucky to actually get a lap in. But yeah, it was actually still a decent time. I felt like it was a bit rough, that one, but it's obviously okay. NSX at Zolder sounds quite difficult, so be careful there. And GT4, AMG, that sounds alright.
We got Steve as a spectator.
Oh, race time.
And
Fuel.
possibly pillars showing, maybe.
Add fuel.
Good time, Brandon. Well done, mate.
litres. Thank you.
Good luck, all.
Good luck, guys.
The problem is Brendan can do 56.2's race conditions.
Good last laps to those last top 3.
Ah, Sneaky Pete, well done.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Sneak in again, eh?
Yeah.
Remember the fuel, guys.
Oh, I forgot to take it out.
If you go to the pits, can you come back?
If you've hit drive, no. It'll lock your controls.
Okay, just a couple chat to catch up with.
9.9 litres be enough for 13 laps?
No.
Oh yeah, so Dad's an 8 today.
think
Let's
so.
see how well he can do. 2 races, let's go. Okay, so I've put the fuel in. Just double check. 35 litres, that should do the trick.
Good luck, mate.
At least get your fuel in, and at least if you get held up for a bit, you'll be able to get back on the end of the train.
Like doing it now.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
Have fun, boys.
Majewski behind me is pretty quick. He was
You
right
call
up
though,
behind
you-
me at the
you
last
cause a
race.
3-car pile-up, then you get a chance to refuel for nothing.
He had a bit of bad luck at the reverse grid race last week, but
Can you
if it
start
wasn't for
from pit
that,
lane?
I reckon it would have been a close battle at the
Once
front.
your controls are
There was a bit close battle for
It'll
me.
lock your controls for like 20, 30 seconds, I think.
Just got to control the wheel spin at the start.
Pit stop better. Starting from the pits is better than having to do a full pit stop for fuel.
The poor people
What's up,
who
guys? Good
didn't
luck.
get enough fuel in their car. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, that was probably my worst start considering wheel spin so far. But it's done the trick so far. Possibly a little bit wide there, but I've got the inside line. Keep it nice and tight. Right, this is that's probably the corner where the highest chance of crashes will be. So we'll come out of there hoping everybody's come through there alive. No safety cars. And we are on our way, so I think we've survived. Everyone seems to be facing forward so far. That's a good sign. Now I'm a little bit nervous of that corner because of what happened in qualifying. I don't want to get a slowdown because that'll be quite painful to me. I'll have to let a few cars through. Cars have changed a little bit since last season, Leandro, with tyres, but I think those times should still be possible. It just takes a lot of practice, and thankfully the Aston Martin's quite a forgiving car to deal with the curbs at Nürburgring.
Well,
Okay, so I've just got to hold it together here. Hopefully hold this position. Got a bit wide actually. And then the reverse the reverse grid race should be quite fun. So far, fairly close. Sneaky Pete did pretty good in qualifying. 3rd place, good job. Okay, so where's Dad sitting? He's sitting in 7th, so he's made up 1 position since the start. It's good to see from him. fun to have him racing with me. That's about the limit I want to take on that corner. .55, that's not far off, that's pretty good. Consistency will always be a lot more important than lap times, because you can get one good lap time but you can mess up the next and lose all of it. So yeah, definitely that consistency. And with consistency will come extra lap time. Nürburgring is a tricky track, particularly the first sector. There's a lot of time to be gained or lost there. But the same goes for that final chicane. You can carry a lot of speed through there, but it's very risky. I mean, in Aston Martin it felt alright. It's, like I said, it's a very forgiving car. But in something like the Lambo, Ferrari, Audi, Porsche, maybe it'll be quite a lot more difficult to go through that chicane fast.
Dave, take it.
Looks like somebody's already suffered some issue there in the pits. Dretsky's still there, but he is dropping off a little bit at this point. He may come back if I start making mistakes. Sneaky Pete's holding in there, and so is AT. This is a longer track from the previous few weeks though, so more corners, more places to make mistakes, although there are less laps. It's not exactly a super easy track either. I could definitely get that line a little bit better, that was quite shocking. And is everybody looking forward to the start of the F1 season? I don't actually know when the first race is. What's the first date of the first F1 race this year? Because I know Australia's been postponed or something. Is this version of Snetterton a mod? Yes, it is a mod. It's not based on the ACC version. This is it seems to be a scratch-made mod. So yeah, it's not quite as accurate as the ACC track of Snetterton. There's a few areas where the detail isn't quite accurate. It does the trick though. It does a fairly decent job of representing the track. But yeah, on the outside of some curbs there should be a layer of concrete, just like an ACC and the other British tracks. Like right here there should be a layer of concrete where I dipped my tyre in the grass there, but it's not there, just a bunch of grass. And the spooky tree over there on the left looks a bit different in this version of the track. First race is the weekend after next, so it's nearly there, and it's at Bahrain, isn't it? That's where they're doing the practice, well, the testing right now. So we've got 13 laps on lap 4, nearly at the end of lap 4. Seems to be quite smooth so far. I doubt we're going to touch any sort of traffic at this track, it's too long. back marker traffic, that is. Be cool to see if McLaren is strong this season. I feel like a few cars might surprise us, but we have to wait and see. I mean, we can't exactly go off the results from testing, because that's never a true representation of how the cars perform in the actual season. I mean, I know a lot of people like some liveries and hate some of the others. I think it's pretty cool to see a new look on the field this year with a lot of different colours. And then there's Red Bull that looks exactly the same. Oh, I thought Mudritski was going to hold on a little closer in this race. I think it's that reverse grid race tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be quite a difficult battle. Definitely would have been between me and Rajutski last week at the reverse grid race if he didn't get shoved off. I think it was within the first couple of laps. Sorry, Pat. What? The new proposed format, you're talking about those sprint races? I don't know a whole lot about it, I just heard that it was before Silverstone or something. I haven't been following the F1 news too closely in the last few days. Now, those guys behind me battling now, they seem to be dropping off even more. They are really close to each other, so I think they're battling. Dad's still in 7th. He's within that top 10 goal. Oh, we've lost a driver. It's not good to see. Got an itchy nose now. Usually once I get an itchy nose, it doesn't go away. Friday qualifying. So is the practice, what happens with practice? 30-minute sprint race, that's pretty quick. The finishing order of the... Oh, that was a little bit... Yeah, that's not the line. Finishing order of that sprint race, though, to determine the grid positions for the Grand Prix. That would definitely mix things up, that's for sure. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Yeah, those guys behind me are really close, so I assume they're all just battling it out now. It's just going to hold them up a bit more. Oh, maybe I will hit some back marker traffic. That's rather unfortunate. I must have heard something happen earlier in the race. And what other races are you guys doing in sim racing at the moment? What's coming up? What lap times is going to be 57s? I can go a little bit faster than that. Right, I've got a few more laps to go, and then we will be jumping into that reverse grid race, which I'm looking forward to. You did, yeah, alright. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've seen that arrow around. I haven't looked too much into it. How'd that go? How was your last race? I think I remember you talking about that last time. And when will the next season start up? Oh no, that's not the racetrack. I'm entering this corner too slowly, I think. Four more laps, or 3.5, I think. Damn it. That was actually a decent lap until that happened. It's good to hear that you got involved. Unfortunately, you had to miss a couple rounds. But a 4th at Spa, good result. Congratulations. Where do you think you would have ended up if it wasn't for having to miss those couple races? Which races did you have to miss? It'd be a shame if it was one of the tracks you enjoyed the most. I hate having to miss a race where you really love the track and you know you can do good. Ouch. Okay, not the line. Slowly getting that better. So I've got 10 tiers with 40 drivers. If my maths is right, that's like 400 drivers. That's quite big. But that's based in Europe, isn't it? Right, 2 more after this lap, and we'll be done with this race. I'm quite comfortable at the moment. Wow, those guys did drop back a lot. Yeah, I really did think Majewski was going to be... I keep slipping down the chair. Yeah, I thought Majewski was going to be super close. It was like that last week. It looks like those guys have been battling and pulling each other back slowly. One of the more ideal lines I've taken through the last corner in this race. Hey Leo, how are you doing? Two more to go. Gonna finish top 5. Well, that's a solid place to be finishing in. Is this your first season? That's great. Well, at that pace, I'm pretty sure you'll be moving up the tiers in no time. It is a shame that you may have to miss races though. Obviously hurts the results. Okay, I've got one more to go. Last lap. Right, hopefully the next race will be a lot more action-packed. Seems like overall this has been a very clean race. There's not been any yellow flags or anything. I was sort of expecting it to be that way, other than the first corner, second corner of the first lap was probably the most likely chance of any sort of major incidents happening, and it looks like everybody got through that quite cleanly, and ever since then it's been just a smooth race to the end. So next race being a reverse grid race, there's going to be more chance for incidents with people at the back pushing harder, or pushing hard to get through who's in front of them. So we'll see. I think the next race will be quite a bit busier than this one. Right, and that's the final corner, and I'll be quite comfortable to take P1 here, I hope. Yep, nothing in the way now. And there's the line. And apparently I'm P2. What? I don't know why it's showing P2 up there. Maybe it'll update when Majertsi crosses the line. Apparently not.
Pete, well done.
Well, we'll figure that out later. I don't know why it shows P2.
Right.
Where's Dad sitting? He crosses the line in 7th? No, he's still coming to the line. Yep, so my dad came P7, good job, that's top 10 for him. I don't know why it's showing me in P2, but I'll message them after to take a look at that if it stays that way in the results. Now this is something I want to try. What's going on down here? Can I ramp this lake? Oh boy, here we go. And that's one destroyed engine.
No, you don't, boys. Well done.
What car is this? I'm driving in the Honda Civic Type R, I believe. BTCC car. I think it's...
It feels like it's been a while since we had a...
It's a fairly old model. But yeah, BTCC.
Still, there's always a reverse grid.
Thanks, David. That was a weird experience in the lake. See, now it's showing me P1 again, so I think it has registered P1. That was just weird. I don't know why it showed P2 before. But yeah, let's see. So, yep, day came P7. Lap times. The Majertsi actually did a decent lap time. He was just obviously battling with the two behind him for a lot of the race. Okay, so now we move into the reverse grid race, and I'm excited for this one. These ones usually turn out to be eventful. Just double checking the fuel. Yep, that's enough. So am I staying dead last? Nope, we still have two behind me. Oh wow, I'm not in the back at all. Why are the people behind me?
Just remember to be a bit more patient in the reverse grid.
Check fuel.
My assumption...
Race 1 I had... so in qualifying I had a massive lockup where the screen just went blank in race 1.
So I am near the back.
Like a CPU usage excessive thing, like around a straight. So I may just have to pull over to the left or right whatever blindly if I get the same.
Looks like it might be 1 or 2 cars behind me. My assumption is that those 2 cars either left the server and rejoined, or they finished in the pit
possible.
lane, something like that.
Oh, DNF, you start at the back.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so they obviously had a DNF.
Hey Cal, that after race punt was that was in fun, not anger either.
Oh, I thought you were paying me back for the
No, I thought you might have thought that.
for lap 1.
Okay, onto the grid.
You thought that, but no, it was I was laughing as I was coming up to punt you.
Yeah, they would have a DNF, that's why they're behind me.
You weren't going fast enough, that was why I hit you.
Oh, sledge.
Harsh. What words? Ooh, look who's in front of me.
Jet Ski on the left of me, Sneaky Pete in front, and AT over there on the left.
Laugh by me.
Let's have some fun and hopefully not crash.
What's up? Good luck.
Let's go. Thanks, David. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna have to back out for T1. Just be safe. Oh boy, we're already in a 3 wide.
Oh,
Oh. Okay, I believe I have a car next to me. Right, I've got through. So there's a couple positions. One little door scrape on the way, but nothing too big. Uh-oh, someone's gone wide. Oh boy. Here come the elbows.
All good.
Oh! Oh, he's gone. I think he's next to me.
that's the
Oh.
yellow guys.
Oops. Apparently a yellow. I'm
80Ks?
gonna just chill out here and let
Yep.
everybody get on their way. I actually
To
think
the left, if anyone needs to pit, go right.
I might have lost positions there.
Nev, are you in front of me?
Down the left-hand side of the track, guys, unless you're going to pits.
Oh yeah, I think I might have actually given a few positions away there, but part of the fun. Mujitsuki's gain. Let's try to catch up to him and the race gets back underway. Let's not punt anyone.
Coming through.
Alright, where's Dad sitting? I can't
Who we
actually
got
tell at the
going for
moment.
repairs?
Just me,
Chris.
Funky.
Just you and me, mate,
And Chris.
and Chris.
There's not a huge reason to have to go in for repairs in this game unless you damage the suspension. At least in these cars, if you damage the front bumper, the rear bumper, or the sides, you don't lose any lap time. The problem comes when you damage the suspension, so I'm assuming they've done that to have to go in for repairs. That will require quite a big smack, so I wonder how that happened. We might take a look in the replay after the race. And I assume that means, yeah, we'll go for one more lap under the yellow flags and we'll get back underway in the race. It's got 80 in front of me. He was one of the cars battling with the top 2 to 4. I've got Sneaky Pete behind me, so it's one of them. Then we just get a couple cars up.
Eddie at the front.
Tyres are going to be nice and cold. I have to probably brake earlier. I'm going to have to brake earlier anyway just to be cautious and safe.
Alright, looks like we're all on the train.
Yep.
Copy.
So the car in front of me right now is the car I had a big battle with in the reverse grid race of last week. We were nice and close for most of the second half of the race. We had a good clean battle and managed to overtake and take the win.
Who's in the lead right now?
Hopefully we can replicate something like that this week.
Do you know where the start zone is, mate?
So,
Second and third, you're right to call go.
Copy.
Yep. Right. Cool. I realise we've got about 20 minutes before that happens.
Yeah, some cold ass tires coming up into the restart, so be careful.
We're only halfway through the lap now. It's a long lap in these cars. Puns him, no? Or should I? Nah. We'll whip out the punts after the race. Or probably accidentally bring the punts into the race. Thankfully I haven't done that so far this season. Although in the first round that you didn't get to see, there were a few punts against me and unintentionally caused by me, but nothing too serious. I was the only one that got affected by them. That was at Donington.
Okay guys, we're ready for green, so no more leaving. Form up as close as you can.
Alright, race time. Well, not just yet, but in a few seconds. th position now out of 20, or might be 19 now. No overtaking before the start finish line, so I've got to remember that.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Here we go. Everyone is...
No passing until the start finish line.
Uh-oh, I saw a car on the grass. I see another car on the grass, and there's a car on the grass again. Oh boy, here we go. I'm just playing it super safe for the first lap. I don't really want to cause another safety car. Looks like Mujutski's got himself a move on. Oh, looks like Dad's suffering a couple issues at the moment. He went wide there. Oh no, he's gone deep. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we'll get back on and catch up again. I need to get into the rhythm again as well. I've been a bit too cautious on this lap. Oh, there's your punt, BC.
Sorry, Glenn.
Oh. There was also possibly a punt on my half. Right, well,
Shit, sorry, Cal.
back on the go, let's go. Just gotta keep the focus on the front.
You're right, Jam. You should keep going.
Wrong person. Oh, we've got a lot of speed coming into here. Oh. Okay, I was already on the inside of the track there.
Cheers, Jam, but I don't really think it was your fault.
Let's keep going. Bit bumpy at the moment. Gosh, we've got the whole entire rest of the field just in front of me here. It's a real bunched up. Looks like my jet skis are really at the front just about, so I'm gonna have to find my way through. Alright, slipstream first, let's go. Oh, where do I go? Oh, this is gonna be chaotic. Oh, they let off the throttle, no! That was gonna be cool. They should have just gone for it. I don't know why my damage indicator showed up there. Ooh, that was a lot closer than I expected. You have to be gentle. I might not be close enough for this corner. I'll have to try pulling that gap after. 4 laps in. Plenty of time. It's quite crazy how much I have to adjust my lines. Some drivers take each corner completely differently from each other, so it's not very predictable. I have to be careful. Okay, Majewski's got himself to the front now. No, I've gone too deep. That's going to hurt me a lot here. Where do I make this happen? Because this is not gonna be super easy. Maybe I can do it into the hairpin, or can I do it here? No, it's not gonna be a smart place to do it here. Try to get a good run this time. Ooh. Okay, well there's a little bit of a bump that helped him more than it helped me. Oof. Can I do it? I'll just go for the send. Yes. Oh no. And he's been turned around behind me. No, it looks like they're still facing forward. They just lost a bit of space on the track. Lost that gap. Now I'm losing time by going wide here. Okay. One more lap. Well, we're about halfway through the race. Right, we're gonna let yellow. What caused the yellow? I was not looking. That was my bad. I was not looking. Oh, I still held the position. I'm an idiot.
Are we under yellow?
Yes, we are.
Yep, slow down.
So, what caused the yellow? Was it the guys behind me?
I'm up ahead, but I'm pretty sure I saw enough to call it.
Been called. Anyone need to go for repairs?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, everyone stick left. If you're pitting, go past on the right.
Right, well, I think the guys that were behind me took each other out because the cars right behind me now are different from the ones that were there before. And then I do the smartest move in the world and not look where I'm going when I'm approaching a hairpin. And somehow keep my position.
I think he is, mate.
Well, this should close that little gap I have up in front of me now.
They come through, don't weave.
So there's Neville and David. Yeah, so those two I was battling with.
We've got two by the sounds of it coming past, guys. Once they've gone past, you can start weaving. Until then, stay to the left.
Back.
So, recap on the race so far. I mean, I started off a bit overly cautious, I think. And then we had a few battles so far. They were a bit rough. There has been contact. Door to door, mainly. Nothing too over the top. There was one thing I might want to look back on. Do the final, well, this corner I've just gone through now. Well, not that one, the long corner. Where I went wide. And there was another car beside me. I might have touched him, pushed him off the track. I want to have another look on that just to see if that was my fault or not. We'll do that in the replay after the race. But for now, we can only focus forward and continue with the race, which will continue in another lap's time. Then we'll have about another six laps to go. 5 laps to go after this. Fifth place now. I've got my dad sitting in 8th, so he's one position off from where he finished in the last race. Hopefully
Neville and DJ, let us know when you're back out.
he'll make his way back up the field again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, last car out.
Alright guys, we'll be going green next time around.
I don't think weaving really does a whole lot in this game to warm the tyres. Spinning the tyres might. But that'll also wear the tyres.
Go past me.
What did you just do?
Oh, roads.
I was about to say roads.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to drop far.
Yeah.
Keep going, Jim. I'm a lap down, mate.
Oh, okay, thanks, mate.
You guys enjoying this kind of league? What do you think? You'd like to see more ACC racing or something else? I just found it was a bit of a fun difference, a break from ACC and the GT racing, just to do these touring cars. I find it quite fun so far.
Remember again, guys, we'll have cold tyres on the restart. Oh, it's probably got some aero damage.
Right, we're about to get underway for the... Is this the second safety
I'm
car?
on the right hand side. Okay guys, we're green for go, so stack up, no more weaving.
What can we do? Madritsky's in the front now, so he's the main enemy for me. He's my competition in the standings at the moment.
I can do it.
He's doing really good though this time around. He's got himself to the front. That's exactly what you want to do. Wait, AT got himself back up to second. I thought I'd overtake. Oh no, that was Neville. Right, okay. There's a similar looking car. Whoa.
Go, go, go.
Go. There we go, that's nice. So a little bit of clean air here, just so I can put a couple of clean laps together, and then hopefully shortly I'll be able to get back into the battle.
Sorry, mate.
My tyres might be a little bit hurt now from all the battling so far though. That's good to hear, David. I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I do like to do something a little bit different because I've been doing GT3 racing for so long now. I think a lot of people have. It's nice to do something different. Oh, the two up front are battling. Oh, looks like AT might have got past. Looks like he has. That looks like some good racing going up front. Hopefully they don't take each other out. Should I do the same thing as last time? I'll give it a go.
Sorry, Panther, I didn't see what happened there.
It's not gonna work.
Well, a little bit tap. It's fun around.
This might be a juicy little battle here. There we go. It's going to hold it on the outside, which will transition to the inside. He keeps the position, that's alright. That was a fairly decent exit. I don't know if I'll quite have enough. I might. No, he's closed that off. I'm gonna have to line those two up the front to continue battling. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look back at that one after the race. I'll have to catch up again. Bit of bumping, nothing too harmful. However, that may have hurt my chances to catch up to the front two. This front two have already pulled just about a 4-second gap ahead now, so that's going to be quite difficult to pull in within 3 laps. Okay, so the battle should come back into play within the next lap, next few corners. Let's make another attempt. I don't really want to try the same thing again. I may let him... Okay, ooh. Still there. Might have it. Alright, a little bit more rubbing there. I think I should be okay here. I'll just brake really late. Pinch the tyre, but that should be fine. Right now I have to try catch up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Oh, looks like Madritsky's got himself back alongside AT there up the front. Hey Mohammed, how are you doing? I haven't put a decent lap in so far, so I've been battling the entire run. Let's see if I can get a good lap. And remember, one thing is catching, the other thing's overtaking. I may be able to catch, but I really don't know if I'm going to be able to overtake. Within the amount of laps I have left, which is just 2.
Really?
Well, I've caught. I don't think it's worth the send.
Damn, that was close.
It will be close. Oh, Magician's gone wide. Don't count it, Vanderen behind me, still fairly close. Oh, I might have slowed off a bit too much there. That's taken away my chances for this straight. Ooh, can I take it? No contact yet, because I don't think there was. Oh, he sent it, has he? No, well, there's 2 touched behind. Although that little battle there, I think may have taken my chance away for P1, but there is one more position. That was a good little battle, I liked it. I was scared he was going to send it in the last corner though. Hey Jin, how are you? Have I ever overtaken someone in the Nürburgring chicane? I don't think I have. That would be not a very good idea to do that. Final lap. Half a lap to go. Not the most optimal exit, but no, I'd say Majewski's in enough here. I think you'll safely keep that position. Final corner. Oof, don't want to. Got a little bit keen there. If I went too wide, I would have got myself a slowdown. But that'll be enough for a second, I think, today in the reverse grid race. In a slightly improved lap time. And that was a good race, I reckon. I mean, there was a few contacts here and there. I mean, for those heading off right now, thank you again for joining. We'll see you again soon. But we will take a quick look at the replays. And then we'll end the live stream after that. But one thing I want to do, again, like I did after the first race, is go for a little bit of a ramp. Not on the default setup, but to be honest, in these cars, setup doesn't make a huge difference. But yeah, I have changed the setup a little bit. Right, let's do it. Let's do it what I did in the last one. Let's see how successful this jump is.
To the races first.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Cheers, guys, for fun. Guys.
And that
Sorry about punting you really bad there, Mr. Whippy.
is how we're going to finish the race.
It's my first time back in like 6 months racing, and I'm a bit rusty too. So,
Yeah,
So,
good to see you back.
seems
thanks.
like Dad had a bit of a rough race, finished in
Yeah, I thought you
16th. I'm going to have to look and see what happened in the
Had fun.
replay.
race is good.
Alright, let's jump
Sorry
out.
from on yours, Cal.
So
Replay
good.
time.
That's madness from the rear. That first corner was wild.
Oh, it's hectic.
That was fun, Parker. Good chase.
Hopefully it'll work.
Good racing again, Cobalt, Sneaky Pete.
Just loading up the replay, and then we'll watch again. So what were the key moments of that race? There was a little bit of action at the start, not too much, but then after a couple laps, that's when we had a safety car. And then I went off the track like an idiot, because I wasn't watching where I was going, and then a bit of battling. Thanks for tuning in, David. It's good to chat again. Take care, and good luck for your race on Thursday. We'll see you soon. And
Cheers, guys. Loving these reverse grid races. So much fun.
Yeah, that was good, guys. Well done.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, they're good, eh?
thank you, guys.
Cheers for the race, guys.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Shana.
everyone.
Alright, gonna hop
Cheers,
out the
guys. I'll
Discord
check
chat.
the pills and we'll get results and stuff up and get the service switched over.
Awesome.
Okay, that's a little bit quieter now. So, okay, this is the second race. What happened in the second race? Let's have a look. What do I want to do? I want to change the camera view. So right now we're on board with me. I'll change that. What happened at the start? So a fairly standard jump off the line. In the first corner. Actually, was the first lap. No, it was the first lap of the first race was really clean. What happened on this race? So we had a collision up there. You can see one car went off the track, but nothing too serious. Majewski right in front of me. I was really cautious. I didn't want to go flying into the back of someone. Ooh, a little bit of a touch there. But overall, that's a clean enough start. Just a bit of a door tap there. I managed to squeeze past Sneaky Pete. And that is a couple corners done. Nice and smooth. No safety cars just yet. Oh yeah, and we had, is that Chris? Chris carries a little bit too much speed. He ends up going off the track. I think he managed to hold it. You can see he's on the inside there. Oh, actually touched me a little bit. And this is when we had the first safety car, so it was the first lap. Let's pop into F5 camera. So what happened there? Did he spin around again? Oh, Sneaky Pete actually touched him again. That did send him around. So this in front of me, however, is what caused the safety car on the full course yellow. And then we entered a couple laps of slowness, waiting for everybody to do their repairs and get back on track. So we'll skip forward. And then we got back underway. Yep, this is on the restart. We really have one car off the track, and he unfortunately gets sent off to the other side of the fence, off to the fields to feed the cows. And we have Middledorp here also off the track, but he seems to come back fairly cleanly on the track. So it's a couple of positions I managed to gain. Yeah, it's unfortunate to see cars getting tossed around like that, and the restarts, I should say. It takes the battle away for them, but thankfully we do get another restart with the safety car. I mean, not thankfully, but for them, thankfully, they get to get involved with the racing again. And then we had Dad here, because Dad's been racing with me this whole league so far. He manages to unfortunately get a little bit late on the brakes and he goes off the track there. And I can't remember what happens next. I just remember that there's one more safety car. Oh yeah, that's right. So there's one thing, I think it's right here. I was side by side with this car, and there was a little bit of a touch. Was this my fault, or was it not? I think that may have been my fault, and I will apologise if so. Right, let's take another look at that in slow motion. So I am alongside, I am in front. However, did I have the right to move back across? Probably not. However, this is very reminiscent of what happened in Formula 1 a couple of years ago with Leclerc and Verstappen. This sort of exact same situation. I don't know. What do you guys think? I still apologise. I feel a little bit bad. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I feel bad for that, and I will apologise, even if it's not 100% my fault. I went off the track there. And then what else happened in the race? I went for a bit of a dive. Was that a bit keen? We both broke really late into the corner. That may have been my fault. That I suffered the worst from that one. So that was probably the dirtiest part of the race. Most of the contacts are done. We do have a little bit of rubbing to go, but I think that's the worst of it. I think it is. Then we got into the 3 wide, but the 2 next to me decided to back off. So I managed to get those positions. And, oh, no, I've lost it. Where'd it go? Where are we? Which lap was that? Accidentally jumped back. Wasn't this lap? It was this lap. Alright, so I was right behind David here. Coming into the final sector. And he goes really deep into this corner and managed to lock up. So I try to swing on the inside here. Although he does have a slightly better run out the corner. I have to suck back in behind him. Nice and close here. And I think at some point very shortly we will have another safety car. And you can see the front 4 up there battling. And I think at this point there is a safety car called. So what caused the safety car? Let's have a look. I think it was the 3 behind me. So let's hop on board with one of their cars if I can find it. I think it's right here actually. So, what happened? Nothing too bad. Or have I jumped onto the wrong lap? Oh no, who's this? I'm not sure who this is, but they've been unfortunate off there. Alright, I'm gonna jump back onto my car. I don't think that's the safety car lap. Okay, so we have another lap of racing, and then we have a long lap. I think the safety car's on the next lap, so we'll just speed it through, and we'll see what happens. Oh, and that's right, I had a little bit of a bump coming out of this corner. I had a much better exit than David here, but I didn't manage to pull alongside him early enough. I gave him a little bit of a tap on the rear end, which benefits him. He got a little bit more speed down the straight. Alright, and then I think a couple corners more. I did go for the dive, and I managed to pull that one off, so that was one more precision, and that's where it all started, so... we'll jump a car behind. If I can find it. I think, here we go, this car. So, on the right there you can see me making the dive for the inside. I managed to gain a position, and then Neville does what I did to him, except a little bit later than what I did, and they get a bit sideways. However, they didn't spin, so they're still facing forward. What caused the yellow flag? We're about to find out. I might actually hop onto the front-facing or rear-facing camera and see what happened. Oh, there we go. So, whose fault is this? Oh, Sneaky may have carried a little bit too much speed into the corner. Because there is a gap there for him to slot into. He may have carried a little bit too much speed. And then the car got really light. Well, the rear end got really light as soon as he touched the side of David's car here. That got him sideways. Oof, and that's I think what caused the safety car. Then we have Neville also running off. I am really going to be disorientated here when the car's spinning around. Yeah, so a couple cars got heavily affected there. Was it enough to cause a full course yellow? Maybe. It was only 2 cars that were heavily affected there. But it is what it is. And then, okay, so... Oh, yeah, and then... when I was looking at the track map to see what was going on and who had gone off the track, I was not looking where I was going, and then I went straight off the track. So, idiot me, not looking where I'm going. However, I did keep the position and got back to the queue for the safety car period, and at the end of that, we get back into the restart. Wait, did I make an overtake? No, I didn't. This is the restart. Nothing too out of line there. Quite clean. Oh yeah, and I made an overtake. Yeah, I did too. So, I just managed to brake a bit. Well, he obviously braked quite early. I broke late enough to get me alongside around the outside. And we have Dave going, Chris going a little bit deep there, but I did manage to squeeze in front of Mr. Whippy. It's one more position. And I'm in 4th at this point, and I've got a little bit of catching up to do. I might jump forward a lap. There we go, I've caught up to Vanderum. There was an overtake attempt I made on the outside. I don't think it's on this lap, but it was on that corner where I get a little bit of a bump. I tried that overtake move again, but that didn't quite work. Vanderum had the corner nailed that time. I believe at this point I went for the inside around the long corner right here, but he had enough space on the track to keep it on the inside for this corner. His line was good enough to give him a good enough exit here. So he did all he could, and that was a good job of defense. Jump forward to the next lap, and this is where I made the next overtake attempt around the outside of the hairpin on turn 2. Now, what happened here? Oh, okay, so he did come a little bit across the track. He did go off the track, just about. And what he's done, well, what I think he's done is, since he's on the grass and he's got his throttle on, he's got the wheels spinning up, so the car's not turning and he's understeering across the track, which did bump me wide. Luckily I didn't hit the wall, because apparently the walls are very grippy and they'll yank you around, so I don't want to hit the walls. Kept it on the track though, and we caught back up. Oh, there was the overtake attempt. So we're on the next lap now, the end of this lap, onto the next. I was a bit cautious this time. I was just going to go a lot deeper into the corner, have a nicer exit. It turns out he had a much tighter exit, and I tried to stick it on the left there, a little bit of rubbing. This time it was enough to keep on the inside and keep the position. Then I held that for a little bit. Now I've got a few more laps to catch up, and now we are on the second to last lap, so this is the 12th lap, and I've caught up to the 2 in front of me. These two have been battling for pretty much all race, so they've been having a lot of fun. I've been trying to catch up, and I eventually have, but like I said before, catching is one thing and overtaking is the other. for me, it was quite lucky. AT made a bit of a lock-up. He went deep into this corner. I've snuck it on the inside. And I've had a bit of clean racing experience with AT from the last race. We had a lot of side-by-side in the reverse grid race. I managed to do the overtake. This time I've attempted the same thing. It was the slightest of touches there, but nothing to worry about. Making enough room for each other. At this point I was a little nervous. I felt like he might send it into the inside of this corner. But he thought better, and I thought better. I gave him the room in case he needed it. Two behind me did make contact, but at this point, that little bit of a battle did cost me a bit of track time. Well, track position. I've lost that gap to Mudretsky in front here. He's pulled a little gap of about 1.6 seconds, I'm going to guess. And all he had to do was drive a very clean lap, no offs, and he got himself to finish in the top position of this race. And I got second, so I think a fairly decent race overall. It was clean. There were a few iffy moments. I know Dad had a bit of a... Dad went off. He got taken out, I think. I'll have a look at that later. I won't do it right now. But anyways, I think I'll end the live stream here. I'm getting quite tired. And I will catch you guys next week. We'll be at Silverstone. I think that's the short version of Silverstone. And then after that, we've got one more week at Brands Hatch, and this will be the end of the league. And we'll have to see what happens next. I don't have any solid plans just yet for what's going to happen next on the channel. But I'll keep you updated when I'm there. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now.